Hello and welcome to another episode of the Break Free and Get Fit podcast with me, Dr. Janelle Taveras. And today I wanted to give you some free tools, some announcements, some things that you have at your disposal, and also talk to you about an atmosphere of success, right? Because an atmosphere of success is something that is also free. You know, I like to keep it real with everybody. I want you guys to be prosperous in your health and fitness journey, to find success, and that does not equate with giving your money into things that you don't need. You know, I believe that the truth will triumph and that speaking what is in my heart, what I know that is in God's heart, is going to bless others. The truth is what transforms people. And so I just want to give you these things, right? From God's heart and my heart to you. And so some things that I have on my website, if you go to I Am Fit and Free, you can find these things. Also, go to my link tree, www.linktr.ee/Janelle Taveras. That's JANELLE TAVERAS. And there you can see all of my resources and links. I do have services that are individualized, but there's so much more in there to scroll through and see. I wanted to give a recap of some things that I did last year, which was a 5-part workshop series to achieve your dream body. And now these are available on YouTube, but I wanted to run through these topics. On YouTube, they're workshop style. So it's like a presentation. You listen, you bring your journal, you bring something to write with, you pause as you need it. So it's a workshop where you put in the work, where I facilitate exercises, and combined, you will get an awesome, amazing outcome that will benefit and bless your health and fitness journey and just give you clarity on where exactly you need to go in this particular journey. It can be a self-paced teaching to sort of hash some of these things out that are related to your life, but can improve your health and fitness journey as well. And again, this is a resource to you that is free of cost. And each workshop is about 25 minutes. However, if you do the work, it can take longer. Part 1 is harness the power of gratitude to achieve your dream body. And there I talk about how to incorporate gratitude into your health and fitness, give a little bit about my own testimony and what God has done in my life to be able to then empower you guys and teach you what I have learned on my journey. 2 is own who you are. And this is about identity and about being secure in that. It's a good self-check. Like, what are we hanging on to? Because you really need to know who you are and, not let your physical condition define your worth, right? So that one's very powerful as well. Part 3 is discover your reason to be fit. And it's about purpose. It's about your particular gift. And I love this workshop because it goes through some exercises that help you, just hone in on that gift and make you really see what it is that you have to offer the world, to bless the world. And then part 4 is vision for your 2024 and goal setting. And I love this workshop because
It allows you to dream and allows you to connect where you are to that dream and create steps that will help you get there. And then power and purpose of a plan. And so I also have an episode on this, but here's a workshop where you can work through some of these things and then, go back and listen to the episode on the power and purpose of a plan. And you'll get like a really complete skill set through this. And again, it's on my YouTube at Janelle Taveras. And it's my gift to you for this new year. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. And I also wanted to talk about an atmosphere of success. And what do I mean by atmosphere? When we think atmosphere, we think like the earth and the space and stuff. So, it specifically in your life, atmosphere is everything that surrounds you, that encompasses you and can influence you. It can influence your feelings and your mood. It could be a place, a situation. People are part of your atmosphere, right? So why do gyms, make money? When it comes to working out, the hardest part of going to the gym is getting there. Once you're there, the workout becomes easy. Why? Because it is an atmosphere of fitness. It's an atmosphere. If you go in there, the lights are bright, the music's on, there's even certain beats per minute that the music plays, so that it mimics like your heart rate in exercise mode. It wants you to elevate that heart rate. You're surrounded by everyone that has a similar goal. They're there to get their workout, and you're equipped with everything you need to get a workout, right? So the gym creates a perfect atmosphere for working out. That's why I say the hardest thing is getting to the gym, right? Because once you're there, you're like, hey, I'm here. And the process of exercise is facilitated, right? So, some other examples, right, are the people around us can create an atmosphere of success or an atmosphere of setback, right? So who you decide to share your dreams and your visions with, who you decide to spend time with, and sometimes we don't have control, um, but wherever we do have control, make those choices, right? You don't have to share your goals with everybody. Those people who are going to encourage you. Those people who are going to mock you or make fun of you or say, haven't you, isn't this like always your New Year's resolution to get fit? Like, what are you doing differently? That's not going to help you, right? So be careful who's around you and the atmosphere that they can create. And if you know somebody that's been like inviting you to the gym, inviting you to go walk, inviting you to work out, they have something in their life that you desire, like take them up on that offer, call them, ask them to help you, and do that, right? Because that person can help you create that atmosphere of success and encourage you. Also, some things that are in our reach, like food, what we have access to, can create an atmosphere of success or setback. And this is why I say your choices start at the grocery store, right? If you know that there's a triggering food, that type of food that once you have it, you're not letting it go till the whole thing's done. Whatever it may be, that bag of chips, that bag of dried fruit, whatever it may be, right? Leave it at the supermarket. If you leave it at the supermarket, the choice is done. Now that temptation's not in your home. If you bring it home, you're going to be fighting with it. You're going to be fighting with that pint of ice cream, you know? And if you bring it home, hide it in a place it's not visible every time you open the fridge or open the pantry, right? For me, I like to keep my kids' snacks separate from like my snacks. Um, my personal weakness was always like just the sweet things, like their fruit snacks, right? And once in my mind, I split it and I'm like, okay, these are my children's snacks. I have no business eating my children's snacks. I have my own snacks, right? And I separate them. It does something to me where I just don't touch their things anymore. And, it took some time and practice, but it helps, But like I said, even just not having those things in the house, like if you want some ice cream, go out to the ice cream shop, make a date with your kids, your family, enjoy your ice cream, but don't buy like the gallon of ice cream at the supermarket and bring it home because that's not going to help you create an atmosphere of success. Also, music can be a huge influence on your atmosphere. And I would ask you, to do an inventory of the music that you're listening to. And, think about, is this music like encouraging you? Is it motivating to you? And especially around like the exercise, right? Because you can listen to music all day, in different scenarios, but be intentional with the music. It really sets the mood for what you're trying to do. So like if you're trying to relax, there may be different type of music, but if you're trying to get up to go to the gym, there might be different music you want to listen to. And so pay attention to those things. I know for me, regardless of what I'm doing, I don't listen to melancholical music, about, like the old country music, style type where it's like, woe is me, all this stuff is happening in my life and I'm this and I'm that, or, nothing negative, nothing sorrowful. I really guard my heart and my emotions with the music I listen to. So even if it's softer music, it needs to be positive lyrics. And for me, I even go a step beyond that. It needs to align with the word of God. If there, I don't like to leave room for error in this sense because I'm very sensitive to the music. And not that I can't, go to a gym and they have some upbeat music there and, I'm disturbed. It's not that at all, but my music has to be clean. There's no foul language in there. There's no, explicit language in there. It's positive, it's uplifting. And so if I keep it aligned with the word of God, then that's sort of my buffer. Like I know my music is good and it's going to create that atmosphere of success, not just for my fitness, but for my life, And you don't know how many times like God will speak to me through the music, because it's there. Like music is, your ears are a gateway, into your soul and your spirit, right? So you let things in through what you listen to and it remains there in your subconscious. So I've had music lyrics come to me or speak to me, in times where maybe that music isn't on, right? And it's been powerful, and I love that. I love that I can hear more clearly the voice of God because of the music I do or do not listen to, right? Okay, so let's talk about your external environment, which is what we see and experience and how that creates an atmosphere of success. So, this can be like events or places, right? Can support us or can set us back from achieving our success, right? And some places, are just like familiar and we have like a certain routine with things, and for me, it's like when I eat out, It just like, I want to order extra things. I'm kind of on autopilot, and I just try to avoid that. Even though it's nice eating out, like I limit it, right? Because I don't still want to fall into that. And this is my particular weakness. I'm not saying don't eat out. You have to know yourself and where you trip up and where the temptation is, right? And so for some of us, it might be like the bar. You can't just hang out at a bar, because when you go there, you don't have just one or two drinks. You have, three or four drinks. And if you do this regularly, it can be like disastrous on your waistline, disastrous for your glucose and your insulin. And it shouldn't be something you practice. And sometimes even being around certain people, they will motivate you to do things that are not aligned with your goals. And when you're trying to be focused, you really have to think twice, about the purpose of this relationship. And is this person helping you create that atmosphere of success, or is this person setting you back? And quite honestly, there's some people listening now. There might be individuals in your lives, relationships in your lives, you really have to think twice about, and you may need to step away from. You have to, be really clear about the purpose these individuals have in your life. Are they there just because you're lonely and you want company? Or, do they serve a purpose? Are they bringing the greater good out of you? Are they encouraging you to get to your goals, or are they discouraging you? Is everything they come out of your mouth like a criticism, or are they encouraging you to do the wrong things that go against your personal goals, what you want to achieve out of life? And so thinking about like events and places, it's like, this is a great time of year. Do an inventory of your home, of your life, of where you spend time, and do these things line up with the achievement of your goals, with the vision you have for your life? If not, what limits are you going to place? What boundaries are you going to place on these things? And should you consider eliminating it all for once? And I know that this might sound extreme to some folks, especially if you don't know my testimony. I had a huge sugar addiction many, many years, didn't really know. It kind of morphed into, quote unquote, healthier things, but it was still there. I went to the dried fruit, to the fruit, to this and that, but I was still like overeating because of the sugar addiction. And so for me, I had to cut out sweets completely. I substitute my sugar for plant-based sweetener that doesn't affect glucose levels. But I had to, and even times I eliminate anything sweet at all, whether it's going to elevate my glucose and insulin or not, right? I have to do that. It's like an alcoholic who wants to truly recover. They can't say, oh, let me just have a little bit, or, oh, it's a special occasion, so it's okay. No, it's not. It's not. And so when we know what those things are, and when we can identify those things that trigger us, those do not add to the atmosphere of success, but the atmosphere of setback. Now, which things can create an atmosphere of success? That's what I desire more for you. I want you to have success in your life and in your health and fitness journey. And I look forward to seeing you fit, spirit, soul, and body. Until the next episode.